Christian people are asking for help with donations, so we can help them raise money from different churches around the world, different organizations, or to sell their products to churches around the world. You know, the Christians today in Israel are between the battle because in the Palestinian eyes, they are pro-Israel. From Israel eyes, they are pro-Arabs. So they are in the middle of the battle. So that's why a lot of Christian families are leaving the Holy Land, and they go to Latin countries or United States because they know they have no future for their children. And this is actually one of the projects I do for the church, is to stem the Christian exodus from the Holy Land. Because if there will be no Christians in the Holy Land, in 50 years, there will be no Christians and the holy sites will become empty museums. And from the Israeli eyes, what we do is actually a national project, because if we are not going to support the Christians, we are going to find another Beirut 5 minutes from Jerusalem. So we must strengthen the Christians' presence in order to avoid the Christian cities to become radical Muslim cities. The Vatican actually helped a lot the Christian with donations, with help, with a lot of things. The Vatican is not actually a country with army. Okay, not. The Pope cannot say too much things on the media because some people can interpret, can translate his words in different ways, and it can affect the lives of the Christians. So he actually must be very careful about what he said, because if even the priest in the Holy Land, the high priest in the Holy Land, need to choose to pick their words, because if someone will understand their words or their message in different ways, it's going to affect the lives of the Christians in Iran, in Iraq, in Syria, in Lebanon. So it's very delicate situation. Yes, absolutely. Now it's Christian genocide, and if nothing will be done, it's going to be Jewish genocide, because the ISIS people are against Christians and are against Jews. So now Christian suffering. So we must be, as brothers and sisters in faith, we must support them, because if we are not going to support them, more Christians will be killed and more Jews will be killed at the end. And everybody knows that the ISIS are in the borders of Israel now. So it's not only a Christian problem, it's also an Israeli problem. When the Pope Francis came to the Holy Land, we met him in Bethlehem, and we commemorated his name at the Church of the Nativity, because we have a project in Bethlehem which call all the Christians around the world to come together to unite with Christ, to strengthen the Christian presence in the Holy Land. So this is what we do. So we use all our efforts and all our activities to open the eyes of the Christians in the United States and in other countries, not only for the evangelicals but also for Catholics. You know, evangelicals actually supporting Israel. But now it's the time, I believe, to support the Christians. Because Israel is strong now, but the Christians are weak. So the evangelicals and the Christians and the Catholics should support their brothers and sisters first, and then they should support Israel, not the opposite. Because if they will support Israel as priority, their family, their brothers and sisters will be weak. So I always said, if you want to be nice with me, be nice with my family. If you are not nice with my family, how come you can be nice with me? We actually working with different Christian leaders, evangelical leaders around the world, in the United States, Africa, Latin America, to bring them to work with the Catholic Church. It's actually the first time when we bring them so close to unite them under the body of Christ. This is a sentence in the Christianity of Christ, yes. And why? Because this is the time for them to be united to save Christianity. If Christianity will be divided, it's not going to be, there will be no future for Christianity. So everybody knows, everybody understands now that if they are not going to be together, for instance, evangelical, if some Catholic been slaughtered in Syria, it's not the problem of Catholic only, or Coptic only, or Orthodox only. It's a problem of Christianity. So it's the time for evangelical to support them as well. Because during the history, the evangelical and the Catholic was separated. because of different theological issues. But now it's the time to leave all the disagreement and argument aside and come together till the problem will be solved. And then we will see. We did some project with the Archbishop, with the Cardinal de Rivera, a few years ago. Yes, few years ago with the commemoration of people of Mexico in the Memorial Hall of the Church of the Nativity. We did very well. And now God willing, we will continue. First of all, I came to visit my Jewish friends. And I must say that I found very strong community, very nice people, very devoted people for the community, very Zionist people, nice. I like Mexico. And I came also to meet some people for the business of the church, like funeral homes, like churches, like bishops, such kind of things. The Mexican people are very warm people, very welcoming people, kind people. And this is about the majority, you know. There is no difference between Jews and Christians because all of them are Mexicans. Okay. This is what I can say. It's a nice place. I visited different sites. I've been here for 1 month already, and I came here. The first reason I came is because of big event of TB Joshua. TB Joshua is a very famous pastor, evangelical pastor from Nigeria. Okay, and he came and he filled Azteca 2 times, day after day. 250,000 people came to see him and came to hear what he has to say. And he came to get his message and his blessing and his healing, because he's a healer in Nigeria. And he's a very good friend of mine. And he actually is coming to Israel to collaborate with the Catholic Church to save Christianity. This is what he does. The Pope is supporters of Israel, but above all is supporters of peace. When Abu Musan met the Pope, Pope said that he is an angel of peace. He called him an angel of peace. He didn't mean to say that Bibi Netanyahu, he is not angel of peace. And Pope gave Abu Musan, he gave him a medal of Saint Gabriel, which is the Prince of Peace. Okay, so it's like a symbol thing. And according to what I understand, Pope Francis is praying for peace in the Middle East, because if there will be no peace in the Middle East, it's not going to be good for the Christians and for the Jewish. So I don't see any problem with what he said, especially after his successful visit in the Holy Land. He had very successful visit. And after his visit, I would like to remind you that he had a prayer event in the Vatican with Shimon Peres and Abbas. Why? To pray for peace in the Middle East. So he considered Shimon Peres as Prince of Peace exactly as he considered Abu Abbas as Prince of Peace, and as Netanyahu as a warrior for peace.